She needs to be obedient. Yeah. Alright. She needs to be obedient. And then what? She needs to be antisocial. Okay, that's good. Let's try the hero again. Oh, fuck. This is new. Okay. I don't know, let's believe her story. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel you should trust her. Because, you know, she looks great. She looks like she tells the truth. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. Damn, he's fast by trusting it. His whole life he's been thinking,
demons bad.
and then this girl comes along like, yeah, it's actually not true. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll roll with that. You tell her you're pretty surprised. Yes, I know. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried. They praise you for your bravery. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explained that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens, or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you against in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her. But to the placoot, these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they are saying. The town's elder voice breaks you out of your thoughts. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately, and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously being a liar, and a witch from the start. Of course, when women make sense, they get burnt at stake, because what the frick? Lies, they say. Witch equals lies. Other way around. Lies equals witch, apparently. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already. But that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden towards the Overlord's castle. This is very new, but you were too late. What the frick? Through the unguarded gates, you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden. She was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You avenge her death. You charge through the gates to eliminate any demon you'd see. What the frick are you doing, killing all my soldiers, bro? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her on all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health. When? Everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky. Unfortunate. Very bad. What happened? Oh, what the frick? That's insane. So I did a bad end, so I can change that with that? Because I've done all these paths, apparently. But this, I need a new maiden end. Okay, let's see what happens here. Obedient. You talk. Okay, let's do this again. Alright. I think I'm gonna be... She can be trusted. Because that's the one I didn't do. You aren't sure she could listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about all this, but she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. You decided to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that she took care of it herself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. I did nothing, but okay. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly by as the flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. Dude, she didn't do shit! She seemed nice though, you think. But evil comes in all forms. You reassure yourself. Thank you. You decide to call it a day and return to your house. But you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. This comes back a lot, doesn't it? About the roles. Spectator ends. Okay. That's the one right there. Now we need a new maiden thingy and a new underling thingy. We need more. Ooh, we're doing pretty good though. We're doing pretty good. Alright, what's next? Trusting. He needs to be trusting. She needs to be antisocial, obedient, trusting. Antisocial, obedient, trusting. Okay, now we're gonna be in maiden. We're gonna be a maiden. Alright, let's be obedient. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you think it's time to go home. Along the way, you encounter a hero. So he asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? So now he's gonna be trusting of me. You explain everything that happened. He's very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you return to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried, and very glad that the hero brought you back. Well, actually, you set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seem confused and look to the hero for an explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle. And that this really isn't a story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capture meanings or other things at all. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. That's crazy. I feel attacked so hard. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours. That's what I mean. But you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make sure, absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into a hushed whisper. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Doesn't the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Well, of course she leaves. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with them. Because of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Yeah, by the Overlord. Grab the hero and run. Resolute, that's a new one. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'll rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle entrance, you spy on a group of suspicious demons congregating. Yes. Oh, special ending, baby. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. Let's go. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. Liar! You're surprised they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice and small. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You're all relieved when the Overlord demands silence. Silence is what I was gonna say. She threatens them with violence, and you think she's very Overlord-like in this moment. Something she has to be, you know. It's not a problem, it's not a bad thing. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this, and thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. Oh, look how beautiful this color palette is, though. You know, appreciate the art right now. Come on now. Come on, we have to. If only I'd ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation, can we? Is that a path we could take? If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive to the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. Good ending must exist. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing, while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. What a party! Devout Maiden! We're fucked. Everyone's dead. I am dead. You are dead. We're all dead. So we did the bad end. So if we're gonna make her merciful, then we're definitely gonna get this one, which is also a good one, maybe to do right now. Yeah, let's do that. The Overlord's past the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? I mean, yeah, we should, because we need all the endings. Maiden's true end. Ooh, all the true ends. It can't end like this. You want to answer the Maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. What the frick? What the frick is happening? I want all the bad endings though. I want them all. Okay, let's try it. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you can move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys! You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be... Or god. No, you're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real ending, true ending must be. Now. Enough of this! I admit I've been encouraging you all along. But a self-insert story. How passé. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into the stage, did you? I'm the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me tragedy if you like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are all alone in the darkness with me, tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater, though I can't abide you stealing the show without my permission. It's quite disrespectful. I want to see something new. Are you trying to say my bad endings have gone out of style? You have some nerve. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending? It's all that's left of you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight, God. Time to fight God. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Let's defend! You try closing off your heart to protect yourself, but it doesn't make you feel any better. Oh, is that all? You never defeat me like that. Wait, let me try again. Attack! You try your best to tear me down, but... I get it. They are also the narrator, so I get it. Okay. Wow, that took me a while. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Oh my god, those are beautiful. Behold my beautiful tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 16 of my painstakingly You've witnessed 16 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart goes indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all of this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. I love that thing. They're very nice looking. That's right, you came here to save them. You can't do this alone. Frick, what are we doing? Summon! I summoned someone. You find the hero in his home hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the heck out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear. Nice cape, bro. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted to him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decided that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his faith. I could make a living as a tailor, rather than a hero? Please, tell me what can I do to reach that dream? The hero will now fight alongside you. Frick yeah! Oh fuck, this looks dope. I agree to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. Look, oh, it looks so good. Make a game out, like a platformer or something. Like a cool story-driven platformer game. You know what I'm saying? This would slap. The animation on this would slap so hard. The hero has arrived. I really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who have been killing us, murderer. I can truly call myself here until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible faith. No, not a terrible faith. Oh no, it's terrible. Terrible faith. Willpower. You reign your terror and see your tragedy. I've refused to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is really... Can we summon another one? Please summon everyone, okay? You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church. Her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you are not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one day. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story after all. Was I right about that? Did I say that? I think I did. I feel like it's been around her a little bit. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so... You ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. Yes! Oh, she's so cute! What is this horrible creature? It's tragedy and it's ugly. But you look hella cute, girl. You wound me. Dear maiden, is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I've remembered now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. No! Don't do it. I'm not getting... Oh, wait, this is me. Kindness. The maiden tries to repel tragedy with kindness. So, I will balance your kindness with my cruelty. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, what? Oh my god, my HP, bro. My HP's fucked. How do I heal, bro? Can I heal? Is there an option on that? You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want? Explain that no, you're not an intruder. Although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. Heck-headed. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate his job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be the best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for this underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Yeah! Look at him, he's so cute too. Oh, I love this color on him. Wait, what the frick? You didn't say anything about this boss battle. The underling, You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally. Huh, if I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible faith! Not again. Okay, we need this guy. We need the Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torch on the wall. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live in a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must be actually very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. She needs the maiden, okay? No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. Maiden, thank you. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her faith. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you! Yes! Look at her! Yeah! I see, so this is tragedy. You've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for too long. Prepare to die. Ha ha ha! I hope you're prepared to face your own death as well. Bye! Tragedy. Ah, frick, I don't want to die. You are overcome by tragedy. No! This is not fair! If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. Oh, you'll be able to reach this path again through the Maiden's true end. I'll be waiting. I think I need all endings. Your bad end! Oh my fuck! I think I need all the bad endings. Frick. And we're only not even halfway in there. Oh yeah, dude. I'm definitely gonna collect all the bad endings in the next one. Alright, guys. We're gonna do this next time, and I'll see you then. And have a good one, and I'll see you there.